Shalom, shalom, shalom. We'll wait till some more people come in the room. Oh boy. Let's see. Trying to get my light right here. Hello, this is Wanda. This is Diaspora Connect. Thank you for tuning in. Trying to get this light right. Welcome to my channel. This is Diaspora Connect. This is Wanda. I'm always struggling to get my light right, y'all. Let's see. Trying to get this light right. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. This is Wanda. This is Diaspora Connect. Okay, let me see. Trying to get this light right, y'all. Sorry about that. I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to get this lighting together. This lighting together. It's kind of messed up right now. Y'all, I'm trying. No, that's not good. I don't know. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you so much. I'm trying to get this light right, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'll leave it like that. Yeah, it's okay like that. Okay. Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Wanda. This is Diaspora Connect. Thank you for tuning in. I decided to do a video today, a live video for you. I am in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I've been here 2 years and 6 months. I left America in 2020, and I've been in Dar es Salaam for 2 years and 6 months. So thank you for tuning in. Welcome to my channel. Welcome in the room. I usually try to do the video the long way, but for some reason my phone wouldn't rotate right, so I'm doing it this way. And I wanted to just chit chat with you guys today about everything that's going on in America. Yes, of course, I am in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I am born and raised in America, and I have much family and friends and a whole nation of people that I love truly in America. So whatever happens there affects me also. So I'm watching the US dollar, the value, loses value. The US dollar is losing its value. The yen now is the number one currency. So the US dollar is going down. I think it's like number 10 on the list of the strongest currencies now. And so someone was saying how it's like US is going to be like almost like a third world country now because of the value. So it's kind of scary to hear this. And yes, I still make USD. So it impacts me even though I'm over here in Africa on the continent. So I just want to come to you and chit chat with you and just share that we're all in each other's prayers. We're all together in this, but this is not our fight. Unfortunately, that's just the country we're born and raised in. But it's not our fight. All these countries fighting each other, and we're just caught in the middle, unfortunately. But yeah, it's pretty disturbing of everything that's going on. Everything's happening so fast. Changes are happening so fast. And the Federal Reserve now is going to have digital currency. The Federal Reserve Bank is going to start digital currencies this week. And it's very disturbing because that means that you can't take your money out the bank and try to. Now you can, but it's going to be a point where everybody that tries to take their money out and get cash, they won't let you spend it. They're trying to keep you from being able to spend your cash in coins because they're going to be like valueless. They're not going to be worth anything. So your money is in these banks and they're collapsing and they're trying to take control of your funds. So it's very disturbing to hear this. Very, I mean, I knew it was coming because the biblical scriptures talk about it, but to see it actually happening, and I'm watching from over here in Africa, and I'm watching what's going on over there in America, and yeah, it's very sad and disturbing, and concerning on all of for everybody, with these banks and these collapsing banks and trying to control your finances and your monies. And even with the Federal Reserve Bank stepping in with their digital currency, they'll be able to control your finances. They'll be able to tell you what you can and cannot purchase. They'll be able to deny your transactions. It's pretty sad. Hey Dwayne Thompson. So yeah, oh, hey Gloria. Hey sis, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? Hurry up. That's my sister. She was here and she left, but she's coming back, and her and her family. So I can't wait to see them come back. I miss them a lot. So, but yeah, I'm over here, y'all. I'm watching everything that's going on with the currency, with the USD, with the banks, and it's just so disheartening and so disturbing. Yeah. Oh, okay, April. Okay, I can't wait to see you. Hey, hey. But okay, Mama. Okay, Mama Ida. I can't wait to see you. Oh, you too, Dwayne. You too. Come on back to TZ. Come back to TZ family. So I am here, and I'm watching what's going on in America with the banks, and it's very disturbing, and it's very sad, and it's like this digital currency situation that the Federal Reserve Bank is going to, start pushing and implementing this week. It's just the same currency that China used, and China is a communist country. It went from being a third world country to a superpower, but that's the currency they use, the digital currency. So think about that, y'all. China is a communist country, and we're using the same digital currency that they use as a communist country. So what is that saying about America, y'all? What is it turning into? Is it turning into a communist country? I think so. They're starting to want to control all of your moves and monitor everything you do, where you go, what you spend. And this is really, we're not used to living like that. We're used to being free. And so that's another reason why I'm over here, because I kind of foresaw this would occur. And I saw that the country was going in this direction. So back in 2020, even before Corona hit, well, it was just right after Corona had hit the U.S., I left because I knew it was going to be like downhill from here. So I've been here 2 years, and I am here. So if anyone is interested in visiting or repatriating or coming to Tanzania, hit me up at diasporaconnect0@gmail.com, diasporaconnect0@gmail.com, and I can assist you in getting established here, okay? I do travel consultations, business webinars, and whatever you might need help with, I can help you with. Just connect with me. I do charge a fee. Because that's how I make my money. That's how I'm able to stay. So I charge, but I'm able to be here to help you if you want to leave the U.S. Now, if you don't want to leave, if you want to stay and you haven't received the message or the call or the unction to leave, then you just stay, but just be wise and just plan accordingly. Plan your finances. So if your money is in the banks, consider that they're collapsing, right? You may want to move your money. I don't recommend you take it out into like the cash out, because guess what? The value of the dollars is dropping, and in the U.S. you probably won't be able to spend it in a lot of places now. They're starting not to take cash. So you get all your cash out, and then how are you going to spend it, right? So you may want to just transfer it to an international bank. I am recommending international banks, because even though U.S. is involved, but they don't control, the U.S. banking system does not control the international banks, because they have an agreement with each other. So for example, I'm part of this bank, a bank I use two international banks. I use one called TransferWise or Wise, and then I use APSA, which is located here in Tanzania. That's U.S. bank, but UST shilling bank. It's an international bank. And then I use TransferWise, and that's another bank that I signed up for online. You can sign up online for that bank and make a small deposit to open the account. Maybe I started off with $20. So I opened it. It's called TransferWise. It's formerly TransferWise, but it's Wise. It's an international bank. So you can open this bank online and then transfer like $20 in it just to open it. And then they'll give you an account number and all that. And the TransferWise, it was TransferWise formerly, but now it's Wise Bank. It's an international bank, and it has the same routing and account number as the banks in the U.S. So you can transfer money from the U.S. to this bank. And what you could do is just transfer all your money. And I hate to tell secrets like this online like this, but this is kind of urgent, so people need to know this so they can get going and get this set up. So you can transfer your money directly from the U.S. into this account, and then you can hold there until you figure out what you want to do. If you want to go to another country, you can go ahead and transfer your money to that country. Like for me, I'm in Tanzania, so I will put it in TransferWise from the U.S., TransferWise, and then transfer it to APSA, my bank here. I have a bank here. So, yes, Wise Bank. It's called Wise. And it was formerly TransferWise, but it's Wise. It's an international bank. And you sign up online. So I am actually, I'm signed, that's my bank, that's one of my banks, and I actually use that. You're welcome, Cindy. I actually use that bank right now. So it's a good sound. I've been using it, and I transfer a lot of USD stuff, money to, I transfer a lot of USD to that bank. So I'm gonna plug something up real quick. Okay, 1 second, y'all. I was trying to plug this up. It's like every time I get on my my live, I gotta do something, y'all. Stuff start like acting up and malfunctioning when I get on my live here, and I don't understand. I don't understand why this is happening. It's happening every time I get on my live, y'all. But anyway, I think I plugged this up. I think it's, let's see. Okay, so yeah, international bank. Move your money to an international bank because the U.S. banking laws don't control international banks. So even if it's a USD bank, but it's an international bank and has all those different currencies, so the U.S. can't come along and just the Federal Reserve Bank can't come along and just control that bank. So that will probably be the safest bank, an international bank, to where you could move your money to whatever country. So if you're visiting Kenya, or if you're visiting Uganda or Rwanda or Tanzania or whatever, you can just put your USD in there in the Wise account, and you can just transfer it to whatever country you're going to. So it just holds your money, so you won't have to like pull it all out of the bank and it be worthless, and it just keeps it from being like seized by the U.S. banks, because they're like seizing people's monies and controlling people's bank accounts and telling them what they can and cannot spend and all that. So yeah, I'm recommending that you just open an international account. So I've done it and it works well. I move a lot of USD monies. If it's not Cashapp for me, people bless me with Cashapp or PayPal. I don't use PayPal that much because PayPal been acting kind of weird since I've been out here. A large fee. They don't charge a large fee. They charge the same, kind of like the same amount as Cashapp. So it's like $1 or $2 or something like that. It's like $1 or $2 is what they charge. But now it's going to be probably an influx of people starting to use that, and they may go up on the prices, but right now it's like $1, like $1 and some change. So it's not that expensive. My third time here. Oh, Cindy, that's great. Welcome everybody in the room. Thank you for tuning in. This is Diaspora Connect. This is Wanda. I am on the continent of Africa. I am in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I've been here 2 years and 6 months. Thank you for tuning in. I just wanted to come to you and just provide some advice and guidance. I am here on the continent. I am in Africa. Dar es Salaam, and I'm seeing what's going on over in America. So I'm just trying to see what we could do to advice I could try to provide to help out with the banking situation, because it's really disturbing, because we depend on these banks a lot and we have a lot of money and everything in them. And even me, I still depend on USD because most of my consultations are for people in the West, so I make USD. So even me is touching me too. So I'm trying to figure out what I need to do. And me being over here in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, if I have any USD, I just drop it in my banks and they convert them to T shillings. So I could just, when I get the money out, it's T shillings. So I'm paying with T shillings here. But the value is still holding the value over here, so it's still fine. But I'm sure the value is going to start decreasing over here as well. So it's going to impact me as well. I'm just trying to figure out what I can do being over here. So the good thing about being in other countries is you can move your USD in there and convert it to their currency and use it to do stuff here. So if you create a business here, or if you want to buy lands and all that stuff, you do that before the money is the value, you lose the value, you do that here, and then you have a business, then you make T shillings. So then you'll be making T shillings instead of USD. And so it's another, you could do that in any country that you decide you want to go to outside the US. So I do recommend, if you can leave if you can. If you can't, stay and just get your finances to where the Federal Reserve Bank does not control all of your money, and then they dictate to you what you can and cannot buy. So if you want to buy like a firearm, they can say no. If you want to buy like 15 rolls of tissue, they may say no. Or if you want to buy a plane ticket to go somewhere, they may say no. It's like they decide if you can purchase. They'll decide, they'll make decisions for you. You'll be at their mercy. Like, they're going to be able to tell you what you can and cannot do with your own money. Yeah, they're going to be able to tell you what you can and cannot do with your own money. And that's, you need to have a plan to see what you can do to try to get yourself in a position where you are not controlled by the Federal Reserve Bank. And it's going to be hard if you live in the U.S. But if you decide to leave and come outside of there, you have a little bit more of a chance to try to set something up in any of these African countries. I'm recommending the African continent now. If you want to go to South America, or all these Latino countries, and Mexico's, and El Salvador, and all these different places, then go ahead. I'm recommending a continent for African Americans because we look like them, so we can blend in better. We won't stand out so much like those are the Americans over there. We won't stand out. We look alike unless we really speak, and we speak loud English. They don't always know. If they look at me, they can't always tell that I'm from America. And as a matter of fact, at this point, when I'm traveling around, they can never tell that I'm from America because I speak, pretty good Swahili. Still broken, but I can communicate, and they never really know unless I tell them. They always think I'm from Southern Africa. So, which is a privilege, because now I can move freely here and not feel like I'm always being overcharged, or I'm looked at as there's a foreigner right there, So that's why it's always good for us to come to, if we're going to go to a country, it's good to come to the continent of Africa where we can blend in. So yeah, but get your get you an international bank account. Just go online. If you don't want to go with Wise like I do, I use, you can go online and check. Do research on different international banks. They're the best. So I think the safest, to where the U.S. cannot just seize your money. They can't just go in there and just do what they want to do in these international banks, because they have an agreement with these different countries. So it's kind of regulated a little bit better than what's going on right now in the U.S. Social Security will transfer. Oh, okay. That's a good thing. Okay, that's a good thing. So yeah, that's great. If you can get your money transferred to another country, outside of Cuba and Russia, the U.S. will transfer your Social Security benefits. That's great. If they could do that, that's great. Get your money into another bank, international bank, and then they can, wherever you want to go. If you don't want to do that transfer wise, you can do another international bank in whatever country you go to. So if you want to go to, because the thing about transfer wise, the reason I like it is because you can use it. It'll convert to any currency. So if you want to have your money move from transfer wise, and you sent it from the U.S. from your bank account, you dropped it in transfer wise or wise. I keep saying transfer wise. It's formally transfer wise, but it's wise. If you want to transfer your money from U.S. to WISE, and then from WISE to Tanzania, or WISE to Zambia, or WISE to Kenya, or WISE to Southern Africa, you can do it because it has all those currencies. So, yeah, I just think that's a good idea. Let's see. I'm trying to give it a little bit more light. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's a good idea to look into that because... yeah, you don't want them to have like total control of your money. Yeah, I mean that they can tell you what you can and cannot do, and where you can and cannot go, and it's just disturbing because we're not used to living like that. So, international, create you an international bank account. Yeah, yeah, international. Open a international bank account if you can, and trying to get this light right, y'all. Sorry about this. I never can try to figure these things out. I always wait till the live starts to try to figure these lights out. I'm sorry, y'all. I like why it's better because some people travel from one. Yeah, that's why I like it too, because if you have your money in there, right, and you decide that you want to go to Tanzania, and then you want to go to Kenya, and then you want to go to different countries, you can get money sent to you, to all these transferred to you in all these different countries, and get that currency. So I kind of like that too. That's why I like Wise, and I've been with them for about a year now. So when I did that, I opened a bank here in Tanzania. So I have one here in Tanzania where I physically am, and then I have the transfer wise, and that's online. So it's like I have the two international banks. So yeah, you can work things out to where the U.S. won't be able to seize your money and seize your accounts and seize this and take this and go in there and start messing around with your money. Yeah, you can try to get something set up now, especially if you are not wanting to leave the U.S. and you want to stay. Just put yourself in a position where you can control something. You don't want to give them total control of everything, Hey, Lisa. You need my help, Lisa, right? Email me at diasporaconnect0@gmail.com. diasporaconnect0@gmail.com, and I can help you, and I can give you advice, okay? And I'm here, so if anyone wants to come here, if you want to come to, visit, or if you want to try to repatriate and try to see what you can do here, I am here. So you can reach out to me, and I can help you with whatever you need help with. Do you have a resident permit to have it? No, you do not need to have a residency permit to open a bank account. I did not have one when I opened my bank account last year. Or was it last year? This is 23. I opened in 2021. I did not have. You do not need it. You can be on your tourist visa to open an account. So yeah, you don't have to have a residency permit to open an account at ABSA Bank. There are some other banks that you do have to have your residency permit, but not with ABSA. You don't. The ABSA is where I bank, so you don't have to have. Okay, my scar came off. So okay, so yeah, you don't have to have a residency permit to open an account at the ABSA Bank here in Tanzania. So that's a good thing. So you can actually open one as a tourist. So on a tourist visa. So what else? So yeah, so if I recommend that if you feel like led, or if you feel the urgency, or if you feel the calling, or if you have dreams, or if you want to leave the U.S., I recommend you leave. I mean, I know it's all you know, and I know it's kind of scary, and it is for all of us, but it's not looking good with the way things are going. The monetary system, and then China basically, we owe China so much money, they basically own the US, like I have to admit. And then them and Russia, they're grouping together against the US too. So they own the US. Think about it. They own the US. We owe them money. They don't really like the US. So they're grouping with Russia against us. And so that's not looking right really good for the US right now. And we don't, and that's not our fight. That's not our fight. Account at Tanzania. May I email you for more? Yeah, you can email me, Cindy. Email me at diasporaconnect0@gmail.com. diasporaconnect0@gmail.com, and I'll tell you what I did. Now, keep this in mind that since a lot of us are coming here, things may have changed. And I did mine, I opened my account about 2 years ago. So things might be changing. The thing is, when a lot of us come to whatever country, whether it's Ghana, Zambia, Tanzania, things start to change when a lot of us come. So we kind of drive the prices up here. So they, because we're coming, it's a lot of us. Sometimes they ask for more money. Sometimes they make it a little bit more difficult to sign up for accounts and this and that. But I'll tell you what I did, and I don't believe they changed the way that they let you open an account, because ABSA is an international bank, so they make money when they open accounts. So I still think that they're open to let us open it on a tour when we're visiting. So even when you're just visiting, you can open international account in Tanzania at ABSA. So yeah, but I can give you all the information if you just email me, and I'll provide the information to you about the banks, even the WISE one that I have, the international bank that I have where I transfer USD, because the WISE account has the same routing account number as the US banks, but my ABSA account, which is international as well, does not have the same routing account number as the US. So in order for you to get money sent to your ABSA account, it have to be bank to bank transfer. Now with what's going on in America, that, I mean, well, if you have Social Security, disabilities, and stuff like that, like Cindy said, you can transfer it. I guess they said they're letting you transfer it out, but for some reason, my spirit, I'm thinking they're not going to want to transfer too much money away from the U.S. They're not going to want to allow the citizens to transfer money out of the country. I'm thinking that they're not gonna allow that for a long time. They're gonna probably stop that, because that means the money is leaving out of the country. So I don't think they're gonna want to let their governmental monies leave and go to other countries. So that's just me. It may be allowed right now, but they might change that soon. So keep that in mind. That's why I say open a TransferWise account, because at least with that one, you can just give your Social Security people that routing and account number, and they can deposit your checks into TransferWise or Wise, and then you yourself can manually transfer it to your whatever bank account you have on a continent, or wherever you are, to get money out, wire it, Western Union, wherever, Cashapp, wherever you want to send it. But you'll be in control of it. It won't be seized by any U.S. banking system situation. So I still recommend you do it that way, instead of having the U.S. transfer your money directly to a foreign bank, because they're not going to want to do that. I mean, come on now. They're not going to want to transfer their money out of the country. Yeah, because they're seizing. I've heard a couple of people that use different apps to transfer money. A lot of them are getting restricted by the U.S. banking, the new U.S. banking laws. They're restricting people from transferring money out of the country. So keep that in mind. Yeah, keep that in mind. I've heard a couple of stories so far with some of the apps that we use to transfer money, like World Remit and SendWave. These apps are a money transfer apps, so you can transfer money from the U.S. to different countries and stuff like that. And they're starting to be kind of tighten up on that, because they said that they're under the U.S. banking law, regulations and all that, U.S. banking laws and stuff, and they're changing them. They're starting to be more strict. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. But get your finances in order to where you're in control as much as you can. And sometimes if you decide to stay in the U.S., then you probably won't be in control much of your accounts, when your banking accounts, because they're going to be controlled by the feds. Soon, the Federal Reserve Bank is going to control your personal bank accounts. And it's not ideal, because, yeah, it's not ideal. They say that the synagogue of Satan, or the fake Jews, own the Federal Reserve Bank. I've heard that they own that. So these people are going to be in control of your monies, telling you what you can and cannot do, how you can and cannot spend it. And yeah, I recommend you just leave if you can. If you know someone on the continent, there are 54 countries, I would say connect with them, diaspora, and then they'll help you get established in that country. Most of us, if you at least been there 6 months to a year, you can provide guidance and help people who want to come with advice in terms of how to set up bank accounts and all that stuff. So yeah, I recommend that you leave I hate to say it, and I know that's all you know, but I recommend you leave the U.S. I just recommend it because I think it's going to get really bad. And based on what the biblical scriptures say, it's going to get really bad. And some people are just waiting on what we call the mass exodus. And some people are just waiting to get the word from the uncreated creator, the most high Yah, the most high God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They're waiting for like visions or dreams of the word or whatever. But I got that back in 2020 for myself. That's why I am here today. So I got that word a while ago, because I knew it would get really bad over there in America. So I just was ready to just go ahead and ditch everything and leave. So I ditched everything, car, apartment, everything that I had, and left and came here. So I don't have anything to lose now. So yeah, I didn't have any land or anything, which I'm glad I didn't buy anything, because they said it's going to be at a point where you won't be able to own land and cars and all that, because the Federal Reserve Bank is going to own you and everything that you so-called own. They're going to be in control of that, and that's kind of disturbing to live like that. We're not used to living like that, but it's going to get to that point where it's going to be like we're a third world country almost, when they control us like that. So yeah, while you can, or while your money's still valuable, get out if you can. Get out of America if you can. If you don't want to leave and you can't leave, and so just work what you can do. Do what you can do as far as trying to set your money up to where you can try to have some control. I'm not sure if that's going to be possible as long as your money is in the banks, and then you can't take your money out the banks because they won't be accepting your cash. And it's disturbing when you live in a country, born and raised in America, and then you take your USD out of the bank and it won't be valuable in your own country. That's bad, where you won't be able to spend your USD in America. It won't have any value. You can't spend your dollars, you can't spend your coins in America. It's disturbing. It's very disturbing. And then everything is just going to be digital. So that's what the future is going to hold for America. And it's sad, but it's prophetic. It's prophetic that Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, would fall, and that's America. And a lot of people don't want to think about it, and they don't believe it, but it's happening. The dollar is collapsing. The banking systems are collapsing. Digital currency is coming into place. The beast system is being set up. Yes, it's collapsing very fast, Allie. The dollar is collapsing very fast. So, yeah, you have to try to set something up for yourself. And the only thing I can think of is leaving America and going to another country, and getting that USD transferred and out of the USD into another currency. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of, that would be... that's the only thing I could think of. Rental properties, 3 bedrooms. I don't know of any rental properties because I don't keep track. You have to hit up a Dalali, Lisa. You have to look into finding a Dalali. Hi, Serenity. Yeah, the African countries are dropping let me see that. Dropping the US dollar, yes. It's not saying. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. There is no upstate leases on at 3 bedrooms. You have to go online and look for those, like GG Code. Try ggcode.com, and then you have to hit up some Delalis. There's a lot of Delalis on Instagram, and they have different like places you can look to rental places, but I don't know of any rental places because I'm not in touch with any Delalis, and I don't keep track of different rental properties, so I wouldn't know about rental properties right now. You'll have to just go on to GGCO, JIJI.co.tz, and look for rental properties. Yep. Africa is rising. It's now in the future, and I've been saying that. I've been saying Africa was rising in 2020. I've been saying Africa is going to be the safest place. I've been saying Africa is the future. So, yeah, even some of the African countries are dropping the USD. Yeah, are ditching the USD, y'all. So, you got to get it out of USD into another currency. And, yeah, it's a lot going on, but I'm here if you need me for any questions or any advice. I am no expert by any means, no expert, but I have been here in Tanzania for 2 years and 6 months, and I'm seeing the changes with the monies and the dollar. The USD is dropping. It's like number 10. It used to be the top. It used to be up there in the above 10. It used to be like the top of the currency. The strength of the currency, I think it's like at number 10, and it's dropping. The value of the USD is dropping, and the yen is like the number 1 currency at this point. The Chinaman currency, the yen. Yeah, so, and they own the US. Think about that, y'all. The Chinamen own the US. I say own them because we owe them so much money. We owe the Chinamen so much money, and their currency is number 1 right now. So think about that, y'all. It's like, I've heard that the U.S. will be like a third world country soon because of the value of the dollar. So I know that's hard to fathom, but it's heading in that direction. It's really sad, but it's true. We got to face reality, and we got to face the truth, and we just have to move accordingly. We may have to make wise financial decisions. We have to maybe pull our monies out and put it in an international bank and go travel to another country. They're saying Mexico may also, a lot of people are going to Mexico from the U.S. They say Mexico may even be jumping on with BRICS and ditching the U.S. dollar. I know they have a trade agreement with the U.S., but they can still ditch the U.S. dollar. It's going to be difficult, and they're having difficulties doing it because of the trade agreement that they have with the U.S. But many people are ditching the U.S. dollar. And then, they haven't been friendly, haven't been really good in relationships with other countries, so they're not wanting to deal with the U.S. a lot because of the colonizations, the colonizers, and the colonizing people and killing and taking over. It's the history of the U.S., and people are not as excited and eager to do business with the U.S. anymore, so they're ditching the U.S. dollar and going with China and Russia. So yeah, it's looking it's not looking the best for the U.S. dollar, and a lot of our people are going to be impacted because we live there, and y'all, it's just, I don't know, y'all, it's just, I'm trying to get this light right. Yeah, so I know that's kind of bright. I'm sorry, but I just want to make sure it's not a dark shadow on my face. But yeah, so things are not looking so great for the U.S. right now. The economy and the dollar and everything. So what you have to do is, the yuan. The yuan. The yen. Is it yen? The China currency is now number 1. They use the yen. It's the yen. But so figure out what you want to do. Try to find a country. Maybe leave America. I know you don't want to think about that, but if you're gonna stay, just know what you're in store for. You'll probably be controlled by the Federal Reserve Bank with the digital currency, and they'll be able to tell you what you can and cannot do, what you can and cannot spend your money on, where you can and cannot go. Yeah, they'll be controlling you. Lala Salama, Larry. Lala Salama. So, yeah, this is Wanda. This is Diaspora Connect. Thank you to all my faithful subscribers. welcome to my channel. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I want to say welcome. This is not the best news for the U.S. dollar, U.S. Citizens, that the U.S. dollar is, the value is dropping rapidly. And so the good thing is a lot of us are over in Africa trying to set things up for our people who want to come. And we're here, but we still depend on the U.S. dollar as well. So we're trying to work things out to where we can make that currency in that country. So whatever country that you decide you want to repatriate to, visit, live, whatever, you need to make that money in that country. So T shillings is what we need to be making, what we're looking into, making. We have to get away from the USD. Making USD, and we start making T shillings, whether we do business and we our business, we make T shillings, here, open up businesses, sell food, vegetables, buy land, plant, whatever, to make T shillings here is what the goal is. And especially for me, because my business is a small business, but I make USD still. So I need to start doing things here in Tanzania where I can make T shillings. So my consultations, customers needs to be here in Tanzania. So yeah, change be difficult for. I know it, Serenity. It is, the change is gonna be very difficult. It's gonna be difficult for me because majority of the money I make since I've been here has been in USD. So I need to start to change my business and try to gear more towards making T shillings instead of USD. Yeah. And the value is not as great, but we're going to have to do that at this point because the dollar is collapsing. So you just have to find ways of whatever country you decide to go into to make money in that currency, in that country. And not in USD as much. So we have time to try to figure things out. And I've been thinking this through actually. Last year I was like, I need to work on trying to make T shillings here. So my goal is to, buy land, plant fruit and vegetables, sell those, and start trying to, even though I have Diaspora Connect, the good thing is it is a Tanzanian business, but majority of my clients are diaspora. So I just need to start trying to find services where I can cater to local so I can make T shillings. So weak Wi-Fi. I know my Wi-Fi is probably weak. I do apologize. But yeah. So anyway, I have 14 people in the room. Welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thumbs up, everybody. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit on the notification bell to be notified whenever I do a new video. Thank you for tuning in, taking the time to view my channel. Please go through any videos if you think you need any information about traveling or what this country looks like, or I have a bunch of videos on different subjects and different issues and different things about the country. If you are interested in a travel or business consultation, I do those. Hit me up at diasporaconnect0@gmail.com to get the information that you need to travel here or to come here to do business, to partner with the local, the most efficient way, the effective way here. Hey Lisa, you're welcome. About the appointment is okay. Let me see. She said, "Is cars cheap, and is it better to bring one?" It's not good to bring one, Lisa, because it's going to be too expensive. Cars are cheap here. So yeah, cars are cheap here right now. Right now, cars are cheap here. You can just buy one for $4,000 or $5,000 or $6,000 or $7,000 based on what you want. But cars are cheap here. Don't ship one; it's too expensive. Because shipping is going to cost you an arm and leg. It's going to be very expensive. And then they see you bringing a car here, they're going to kill you. So don't ship a car here. Just buy one here. Sell your car there and then buy one here. So yeah. But anyway, does anyone else have any questions? Just get yourself, if you're going to stay in the U.S., get your finances in order to where they won't control you. The Federal Reserve Bank won't control you, and the fake Jews, the Jewish people, they own the Federal Reserve Bank from what I heard. So they're going to basically control everybody in the U.S. Yeah. Yep, they're going to control everyone in the U.S. So I definitely know that I needed to get out because I don't like those people and I don't want them to control me. And I'd rather struggle over here in Africa. Like, I'd rather literally struggle over here than have them control me. Yeah, I knew that was coming and I just was not okay with that. Yeah, and I don't trust the U.S. anyway. The government is wicked, so I don't trust it. So I know I needed to leave. You can't be in a country and live there and be happy when you don't trust the government. So, and not like it's any better anywhere else because I'm a foreigner here and I don't have a say, but I feel free here. I live free here. I don't have anybody harassing me, trying to control me, and all in my business, finances, and stuff. I don't have that over here. Shalom, Lady J. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Welcome. So I don't have people trying to control me over here in Africa. People mind their own business. You live your life. You just have to make sure you know the currency and you make sure you know the language so you can negotiate whenever you do buy something. So yeah, I feel free over here. You'll feel more free over here. You don't have Mzungus and racism and white supremacists all around messing with you. If you see white people, they mind their manners over here. They don't act like white supremacists over here, or they do behind closed door, undercover. They're kind of quiet with it because it's more Africans here, so they don't show their true colors. But we're here to show the Africans and tell them the truth of who they are and how they act, and usually what their intentions and motives are. That's from the Chinamen to the Russians to everybody else. Everybody wants Africa, so they can be nice and I'm their friend and they love Africa, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, they want Africa. They want the resources, but they can't have it because the uncreated creator is protecting Africa and won't let the other nations take it. Yeah. We say, Lady J, my butt over here in, oh, okay. So we can relocate to Johannesburg. Yeah, a lot of people are going to Johannesburg. So I've heard good things about Johannesburg. A lot of people are going over there. So yeah. Just leave America. Go to Johannesburg, wherever you want to go. Kenya, Nairobi, Tanzania, Dar es Salaam, Uganda, Rwanda, Liberia, wherever you want to go. Uganda, wherever you want to go. I wouldn't recommend Ghana right now because Ghana got too much going on, y'all. Ghana got too much going on. I don't know about Ghana. Yeah, I say I'm pro East Africa, Southern Africa. I'm pro East Africa, Southern Africa. Yeah. Botswana, Namibia, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, come on this side, so. But look into these countries, see which one fits your lifestyle and what you are accustomed to. And all of them are going to be a culture shock. Just know that all of them are going to be a culture shock coming from America. You've been spoiled. So it's going to be a culture shock, but it's workable. You may have lights out, power goes out. You may have no water for a couple of hours a day, whatever. You manage. So it's going to be okay. Ghana is a hot mess right now. So I'm not recommending Ghana right now. They got too much going on, y'all. So, but anyway, I'm going to end this live. If anybody else have any questions, email me at diasporaconnect0@gmail.com. diasporaconnect0@gmail.com. If you need a travel consultation or business consultation to Tanzania, hit me up. I can help you. I have been to Zambia. I know a lot about Zambia, so if you need any information about Zambia, I'm not with any organization or anything. It's just you go in there solo, doing your own thing, creating a business. You partner with the local, just like in Tanzania, and buying land under your own business. Not partnering with any businesses in Zambia or even in Tanzania. Don't partner with these businesses, meaning don't invest your hard-earned money into other businesses just to get work permits and residencies and all that. You can come here, create your own business, do the same thing in Zambia, partner with the local, and then get your own work permit, residency in order to stay. If you have income, you can get an income-based visa. Or if you have kids in school, you can apply for a student visa for your children, which will cover you, stuff like that. But yeah, so just be wise in the decisions that you make, and email me if you have any questions. I'm going to end this live. I just want to do this We may have to check it out. Yeah, Zambia is a nice country. Zambia is a nice country. It's a little cooler than Tanzania, but it's nice. The people have the same temperament as in Tanzania, and also Zambians speak a lot more English than Tanzanians do, and they have a good relationship with the U.S. So they treat you well. So yeah, and it's pretty peaceful there. Just have to be careful with the scams and schemes, just like in Tanzania, with the overcharging and stuff like that. Shalom, seek Yah's way. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Yes, you just have to be careful in Zambia, but just like in any other African country. But it's peaceful, and it's it's a good community of diaspora in Zambia too. So it's a nice little community. So if you decide to go, I can connect you with some brothers and sisters that's over there, trying to do what they can do, trying to make their way to. We are trying to figure it out. Yeah, Tanzania has the beaches though. Zambia has more lakes and rivers and waterfalls. So the mountains, lakes, and rivers and waterfalls in Zambia. They have a lot of rain though. I don't like that, y'all. It rains for 6 months there, and they get a lot of flooding. You welcome, Lady J. They get a lot of flooding in Zambia. They have lots of rain, and so their rainy season lasts like 6 months, and it's a lot of rain. They get a lot of flooding. They have a lot of mosquitoes. We have a lot here too, but they have a lot. Now, when I went to Zambia, I got bitten way more by mosquitoes in Zambia than I do here, and it's surprising because it's hotter here. But Zambia is more rainy. It rains a lot, and it's more dry here. So I think that's why the mosquitoes aren't as bad, because they like water. And even though we're by the ocean around the peninsula in Tanzania, I'm telling you, I got bitten so much worse when I was in Zambia. You need mosquito spray for real. You need bug spray, mosquito cream, incense, everything. Zambia has a lot of mosquitoes during the months of July. July and August in Tanzania is, I don't know the different seasons. It's hot all year round here in Dar especially, but it's not as hot around this time. It's not as hot around this time, but I think, well, you know what, the winter months is the hottest here. So the winter in America is hot here, and then the summer months in US is, let me see, I think it's the reverse, y'all. It's the reverse. When it's hot there, it's nice here, and when it's nice there, it's hot here, I think. I don't know, y'all. It's hot all year round in Dar, so I'm confused with the seasons. Sometimes we'll have rainy season in Dar, and it's a little cooler. Like now, it's a little cooler than what it really is, normally is. So it's not as hot because it's rainy season, and it doesn't rain every day, but it rains like often. Maybe every other day or every 3 days it rains, and then it's cooler, like 70-ish, 75, something like that, 75, 80. But it usually gets really hot, like 90s during the day, 90s, 80 something, 90s. It does not get to 100 though. So it's not always humid either, because we're by the ocean and there's a gentle breeze. So it's kind of a weird climate, but it's always tropical here. It's hot all year round. You don't have to wear a jacket at all. The most you might need to wear is like a shawl like this. So you see me with this on, that means it's a little cooler. So yeah, and I'm not sweating as much. So it's a little cooler. I mean, it's like 75, 80-ish, maybe 75, 80 degrees. And that's cooler because it's usually really hot. So, but yeah, I have 18 people in the room. Thank you everyone for tuning into my live. Thank you to my faithful subscribers. I'm sorry, 14 people in the room. Thank you to my faithful subscribers. Thank you to my new subscribers. Welcome to my channel. Have you interviewed the young lady who owns the bed? No, I don't know who that is. Yeah, I don't know who the young lady is who owns the bed and breakfast in Tanzania. There is a lot of us here. We do have like we do have rentals that we're renting out to people. So I don't really interview people, y'all. I'm usually by myself, and I kind of travel solo and just move by myself. It's a lot going on here. And people get into situations and stuff like that. So I try to be like kind of solo to stay out of trouble. Okay. Yeah, I'm usually doing my own thing. Everybody does their own thing. I don't interview people. They do their own thing, and I'll see them at the grocery store or walking down the street, or if we live in busy, we'll see each other at like different restaurants. We have a Pizza Hut over here. We have a KFC over here, and so we'll see each other. And yeah, I don't know her, so but yeah, so I don't need her information, y'all. I kind of do my own thing. So you can reach out to her, and maybe she can help you with renting out her bed and breakfast. I don't know her. I don't get involved in people's rentals. I mind my business when it comes to that. I just stick with Diaspora Connect, stick with travel consultations, business consultations. Yeah, I don't do accommodations. But I know there are a lot of different hotels in the area, but I don't do accommodations. So yeah, I don't have any experience in that, but I can tell you how to get set up as far as your phones and areas that are good, and traveling, and it's information about your visas and stuff like that. So just basically stuff that I have actually walked through and done. I can help you with that. How when you go to rent, what they may ask you. Sometimes they want 3 to 6 months. Sometimes they want a year's worth of rent. Different areas cost different amounts. So in Bessie Beach area where I live is starting to be just as expensive as Masaki. Masaki is the most expensive city in Dar. And Bessie Beach is starting to be that expensive because a lot of us are coming here. So the rentals are starting to be very expensive. It's almost like USD prices. Not quite, but it's high. It's not quite, but it's high. I would say $400, $500, $600 is a lot for a rental. And it's starting to be that amount and higher in the Bessie Beach area. But if you move out further away from the cities, you can still find rentals that are $200, $300, $400, something like that. And also if you move in other areas like Tanga, Wanza, Morogoro, and Bessie Beach, and Baya, these are different cities, and they're a lot cheaper than in Dar es Salaam. Dar es Salaam is getting very expensive because a lot of us are coming here. So it's good to start trying to look. And we have diaspora in those other areas too. They move out because it's a lot less, a lot cheaper. So, and that's something I'm actually thinking about too, y'all. When my lease is up, I'll probably start looking for an area outside of Dar, and I'll probably be moving out of Dar, so I won't be in the city as much. I might be moving out further because it's cheaper, it's less. So I wonder if we can advocate for the prices. Stop. No, why are they raising prices on us? No, we cannot seek Yah's way. No, we cannot advocate for prices being lower because, first of all, we're visitors here. And it's a privilege for us to be here. And this is a sovereign country, so they don't have to listen to us. So no, we cannot advocate. The only thing you can do is if you check the price and you ask the owner and they say your price is a certain amount, and if you try to negotiate and they won't lower the price, you just find a cheaper place. That's the only thing you can do, is find a cheaper place. We can't do anything about prices being raised. We can't do anything about them overcharging us. We can't do anything if we get beat out of money, or if we get beat on our land. That's why you have to do it the way you are protected. That's why you have to set things up the way a foreigner is protected. So a foreigner is not protected if they shake hands and do a deal with people. A foreigner is not protected if you buy land in someone else's name. So you're not protected that way. So you need to do things to protect yourself and your assets. So for example, if you want to create, hey Sade, shalom sis. If you want to buy land, you need to do it under a business. So you need to create a business by partnering with a local. I'm recommending that because if you do a foreign company, it's going to be way too expensive. Partner with a local register a business. Once you register your business, your legal business entity can buy land, not you as a foreigner. You have no rights as a foreigner, but your business that you registered can buy land. You partner with the local, and you can buy land. So your business entity has a TIN number, tax ID number, and then you buy land under that tax ID number. You can buy a car, you can buy a motorcycle, you can buy product, you can buy equipment, da 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 da. All this is under your business. It's a business asset. You have to do it that way to be protected. You don't have any rights, so you can't demand anything. So if the prices are high, you just have to go and find a price that's affordable for you. You can't bargain. You can bargain, but you can't make someone give you a cheaper price. So when I say prices are increasing, they're increasing because we're coming with USD and we're paying those prices, and we're paying them for 6 months to a year or whatever. And so the prices are starting to increase in this area. And so that's why I say I am looking for another, place, a rental that's cheaper, because my prices are going up as well. So yeah, so that's kind of what's going on here. Yeah, we're being charged a lot because a lot of us are coming, so prices are going up for everything for us, pertaining to us, furnitures, rentals. But if you move outside of Dar and away from the city, does Tanzania offer? No, Tanzania does not. Serenity, Tanzania does not offer dual citizenship at this time. In the near future, maybe, but right now they don't. So if you want to stay here, you have to get a residency permit. Yeah, you have to get a residency permit, pay for it, and pay every 2 years. So you can do that under a business you create, or if you can, it's cheaper to do it that way. But if you try to get it without a business as a foreigner, you're gonna pay thousands of dollars. It's gonna be very expensive. You welcome, Seek Yazway. So let me see. Let me read that. So will the business be partially owned by the local? They'll be making the properties so partially theirs. The business will partially be owned by them. They will have one share more than you. You have 49%, they'll have 51%. So that being said, they can't sell anything or do anything without your agreement. Anything that's done in the business has to be at 100%. So they can't sell. If you buy a car under the business, yes, it'll be partially theirs, but they can't sell it without your agreement. And if you buy it, then under the business, you brought it. But yes, they can drive it, but they can't sell it. So yes, they'll be able to utilize it. Yes, they can. It will be partially theirs in that they are partial owners of the business, but you brought it, so it's your car. It's just under the business. So, and if you set up your business and in your memorandum of understanding, and you state how you want the business to be run, I'm the CEO, I control operations, then you control the money. No, they cannot take it from you. No, they cannot take it from you. If you are the way that the business is run, yes, you set it up 5149, but that's just the shares. That's not the income and revenue. If you set it up under the memorandum of understanding, which I'm not going to get into detail about this because I charge for business consultation, so I'm not going to get into too much detail, but they cannot take anything from you. Just put it that way. You're protected under the business and how it's set up that protects you and your assets. So they cannot take anything from you if you set it up that way. If you do it any other way, then they can take stuff from you. Yeah. So I'm not going to get into any details about that because I do charge for business consultations, and that's where I break down all the information, that their rights, your rights, etc. And then how you set your business up to where you control your income and revenue and you pay them. They can't take anything, sell anything. You can set it up that way in your memorandum of understanding, in your business contract. So yeah. But anyway, I'm going to end this live now. I just want to come to you and talk a little bit about the banking situation in America. And what I recommend that you should do is open your international account. You can do that online because it's international, so it's no bank to go to. But you set that up online, then you transfer your funds from your USD account in America to the international account that has the same routing and account number. Put your little deposit in there, create the account, and then start transferring your money, and you could transfer it to any place you want to transfer it to. You welcome, Sade. You welcome. You welcome. I'm trying. Yes, Cindy, they cannot take anything from you. Like I said, if you create the business and set it up the way you're supposed to, they cannot take anything from you. The only thing they can take from you is money if you give it to them. The only thing they can take from you is if you give them access to the bank account, they can take money out of it. You don't want to do that. Okay? If it's your business here, you control the money. You control the bank account. You give them money to do A, B, C, and D with. And you monitor their behavior to see if you can trust them, and if they're not trustworthy, then you don't give all your money to them. You control your own money. That's why you need to be the CEO and control operations in your business. Okay, let me see. Should we seek to be paid in TZ shillings or USD? Okay, seek Yah's way. You should seek to be paid T shillings. You can be paid in Tanzania. You will get paid T shillings, not USD. You will get paid T shillings. The reason I get USD is because I do travel consultations. I do business consultations with people in the West. But if you set up a business here, you're 9 times out of 10 you want to be catering to the locals here. So, or the people here, so you'll get T shillings, not USD. You're not going to make USD, you're going to make T shillings, and that's not a lot of money. Just know that that's not a lot of money. But there is a goal in mind. You have to try to make a living. You have to try to see what you can do to make money here. So, it's a chance you take. But you'll still have the USD that you may be saving, or still doing business online with people who buy your product USD. You're welcome, Serenity. You're welcome. So if you have an online business, you'll still be making USD. If you have a bank account and savings and incomes from the US, you still get USD. But when you create a business here and you set it up, and you because you register it in this country, you'll be making this currency. You'll be making T shillings, not USD. Yeah. So just keep that in mind. But anyway, I'm going to end this live, and you're welcome, sis. And I'll do another live in the next couple of days if I hear anything comes up. If I have a revelation, I want to share anything with you. A lot of times I don't know what I want to do my lives about, and sometimes I just want to come just so you can see me and chat with me, ask me questions. If you are coming to Tanzania and you want to connect with me, I'm meeting people. If they want to connect with me, I have a certain cafe that I meet them at, y'all. It's a certain local cafe that a lot of diaspora go to, and when they come here, I'll just meet them there, and we'll have coffee, tea, chit chat, and I'll see if I can help them with anything. I'm not good with rentals, so people ask me about rentals. I'm not good with that, y'all, because I haven't been keeping track of these rentals. I'm not really into the rentals because I'm in my own place. So, but if I hear anything, I will let you know. We don't really hear anything like we used to. So it's usually you have to go online and look for dalalis for certain places. Look for what you want to pay for your rental. So if you want to pay $250 or $300 for a 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom or whatever, then you look online for that amount in T shillings. It's not going to be in USD. It's going to be in T shillings. So it'll be like 500,000 T shillings. I think that's like $200 or something. I could be wrong. Yeah, 500 T shillings is about $200. So if, say, for instance, you want to find a place for $200, and you go online and look in GGCO. It's GIJI.co.tx. GGCO.tx is you go in there and look for rentals, and it'll have all these places with the prices for the rentals. And if you want to find a place for about $200 a month, then you'll look for 500,000. That's 500,000 T shilling. A place for 500,000 T shillings. So it's in T shillings. You have to know the currency, and then those are the places you look at for that price. And those places will probably be out away from the city, because the cheaper the price, the further away from the city it'll be. The closer to the city, or the closer to Dar, or the closer to Mbezi Beach area, it's going to be a higher price. So it's going to be 250, 300, 400, 500, and on up. So, yeah. So, but anyway, I'm going to end this live, and I'll do another one in the next couple of days. So thank you for tuning in. Email me with diasporaconnect0@gmail.com, diasporaconnect0@gmail.com, and I'll answer general questions for you. Can't wait to meet you too, Cindy. Oh, you're talking to Seek Yah. Okay, I can't wait to meet any of y'all when y'all get here. We can connect and have coffee and tea and chat. But yeah. So if you have general questions, I can answer them for you. But if you have specific questions, y'all, about business and about travel consultations, I charge money fee for that. I charge 60 USD, y'all, for an hour. So yeah. But anyway, I'm going to end this live. I'm glad you guys are chit-chatting and speaking, because when we get here, we got to connect and have coffee and tea and chit-chat, right? Make sure we are straight. We have everything situated. We're going to need... Another thing I wanted to say before I end this live, we need to group together in terms of not really doing business, because that's been a struggle with us. But we need to group together and helping one another. When you come here, if you can bless someone, especially in the diaspora, if you see they have a need, or if you see that you have an extra room, or you have an extra bed, or pillows, or whatever, and you see that this person, you know, is trying to get a place, and they need the furniture, let's help each other out. If you have a need and you come here and you don't have a lot of food, or you don't have money for electricity, or you need to get your phone fixed, or it got stolen, or it's cracked, and someone can bless another person, let's do that for each other, because we need each other here. We don't have helpers here. We don't have stuff like family and stuff here. Yeah. Or even if not a meet and greet, because a lot of people don't like the grouping thing. All of us being connected, and even with me, you know, if I know that a sister might need, you know, something, I might mention it. You know, a sister, she broke her phone got stolen, or she just moved and she needs furniture. She's looking for furniture, because most people that come here, if they need furniture, they have the money, but there are some people that fall on hard times. That's basically what I'm saying. If someone falls on hard times, we should help each other. None of us have a lot, but we can share. If I have a meal and that person may be kind of tight with the money got messed up in the bank is messing with their money, they can't get their debit cards, or they can't get the money, we should help each other, feed each other, take care of one another. That's what I'm saying. So if you have that mindset, we can help each other as a community with small things. A lot of people don't want to group together with business and stuff, and I get that part. But when it comes to us sustaining ourselves, when we need things, if the bank card doesn't work, if the bank freezes your account, if your phone gets stolen or lost or something like that, I want to pick a family to support. See, that would be nice, Cindy. Stuff like that. Or even if you're just available and say, you know, if you hear of anybody that falls upon hard times where, you know, because sometimes people get here, and I have to admit, sometimes they have a problem with their card. Their bank card could be sucked up in the machine and they can't get their money for like 3 days. Or they may lose their bank card, or their phone may get stolen, and they may not have a phone. So somebody can bless them with a phone until they can get their monies, and because all their money is tied up in their phone. So things happen here. And if we have like everybody's open to help each other, then that's better. Like, open up your door to whatever you have. Like, for me, I don't have a lot of money, but if I see somebody in need, I might know somebody, and I might could tell them, and they may be able to buy them a phone, or give them money for food, or if they need to stay with somebody for a day or so until they get this place, or they may get an Airbnb and it's not right, and they may need help with rides. You may know somebody. So it's everything that we can do to help each other, and it's not only monetary, but it's just something that you can offer, something small that you can offer until they get on their feet, or they fix this issue that they might have with the banks. Usually I see people have issues with banks while they're here. They're in a foreign country, their card doesn't work, or that somebody you know, hacked into their card, or their bank account was being compromised, and they get their card shut off, and then they can't get their money. Things like that come up. And so we should be available to help one another. With the hot meal, you can eat over my house until, we'll figure things out together. Figuring things out together when people not necessarily run out of money all the time, but they have a hiccup while they're here. We've all had hiccups. I've had them. I got robbed. My phone got stolen. My computer got stolen. I had no way to communicate with people. I felt panicked. But the good thing, the blessing is I had a sister here who actually brought me a phone. She brought me a phone. She brought me this phone. So I was able to use that phone locally until I was able to get like another smartphone. So things like that and then I had my iPad that I wasn't using, and I was able to use that, but my computer got stolen. All my cords, my headsets, all my chargers was in the bag. The whole bag got stolen, and my phone. So stuff like that happens to people when they come here, and then you may be able to bless them with a phone. You might have an extra phone and bless them with one, or you have the money to buy a phone for them. Stuff like that help them to get their bearings together until they figure out what they're going to do if something is stolen or the phone is lost. SIM card is in there. The SIM card is not working. They can't communicate because their internet is not working. Stuff like that. We need to band together and help each other. Or if they need money transfer, you may have Cashapp. They may need it. You may be able to cash a Cashapp out for them or something like that. Stuff like that we do for each other here. We help each other here like that. So have that mindset when you come that someone may need help, and be open to be able to assist, not necessarily with money, but they may need you to transfer funds from, they may need to send you a cash app for you to cash the money out to them in T-shillings and put it on their phone. Stuff like that, little stuff like that. We help each other with that. Just be open to that. We don't want to be selfish here, because at the end of the day, we're going to all need each other here. I'm telling you, I've seen it. If it wasn't for some of these sisters that have been here, and these brothers have helped me out when I got in a bind, and the same with them, when they got in a bind, I helped them out. I connected them with certain people. If I had something, I shared it with them. They needed me to do something through my bank for them, or through my apps account for them, or needed somebody to transfer money to them, I let them send it to my account, or something like that. Stuff like that, where you can help each other. Because you're in a foreign country and you're not in the U.S. and it's not like the U.S., you don't get that help and that customer service assistance here like that. So you have to help one another until you get back on your feet and you get your bank card together and your banking account together and your transfer money together and your IDs together and your passport situation. You might lose your passport and all this, and anything can happen here. So you just be open to be a help to the brothers and sisters that might need you here in the diaspora. Not always for money, but just for anything. Just be open for anything. So, and that's how I have been here 2 years and 6 months. So many people have helped me. I've helped a lot of people as well. So let's have that mindset if we plan on coming to the continent and help our brothers and sisters, because we basically all we got when we get here, because the U.S. is not going to really help us. The embassy is not going to help us. We got to help each other. We have to be here for each other. If somebody has babies or they have little children, you may need to help them out with the babies or their kids, or watch the child or something. Stuff like that, so they can go do this or that. Locals are really good about doing that with us, with our kids and stuff. They're really family oriented, so they help a lot of the ladies if they have a lot of children. If they have to go somewhere, they have a dada sister, or some people can help. Everybody jumps in to help each other. So somebody could get sick, somebody could get malaria or something like that, and they have a child and they can't cook. So you can be the one, maybe cook for the child, cook for them while they're ill till they get back well. Stuff like that. We got to be kind of like a family, like a community that helps each other, not only with money, but just with being there for that person. They might get homesick. Some people get homesick and they miss their family in the West. So you're here, be that family to them. Let's go have I'm quick to say, let's go have a coffee and tea. I may not always have the money to go out to eat because I live on a budget and I cook a lot. So I may say, let's have a coffee and tea. Let's meet at the cafe so we can talk. Let's have an ice cream. Ice cream is not that expensive. Let's have an ice cream or a cookie or cakes or something like that. or go to the mall. Just spend time with that person so they won't feel lonely or homesick or something like that. Just little stuff like that is stuff that you should be okay with helping each other to adjust. Because this is a culture shock for a lot of people that leave the West and come here. So sometimes they get lonely, and sometimes they want to hear English. They get tired of hearing Swahili all the time. Yes, we do need each other. So they get tired of hearing Swahili, so they may want to have a conversation in English for a change. So stuff like that. So yeah. But anyway, I'm going to end this live. That was a little rant that I had to go bring out, because that's something that we need to have our mind okay with. That we shouldn't be selfish and have a colonizer type of vibe, like she got to figure things out on her own. We need each other. We're going to need each other when this money collapses. We all on USD. We need each other. We got to be here for each other, to get on our feet, make this T-shillings, and work together and share and help each other to stay, so we don't have to run back to that bad place in the West. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to end this live now, for real. And I'll do another one soon. Just wanted to chit-chat with you, have you lay eyes on me, all is well. And so think about what I said about being a community, because it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village. Even here, y'all, think about it. We're in foreign lands here. We don't got the support that we do in America. So, if things fall apart here, we kind of on our own. So we got to help each other. If I got a bed, I've let 2 ladies sleep in the bed with me, y'all. I'm a single woman. I've let 2 sisters sleep in the bed with me, because they was like in between transit trying to find a place, and things didn't work out at the hotel or whatever, and just to save them money, I let them sleep in here with me, y'all. Sleep in here with me. These are sisters in the diaspora. One lady was from the UK, a good friend of mine, and another sister from the US. I've let them sleep in the bed with me. Like, if I got a bed, they got a bed. I have a couch. If I need to sleep on the couch and give my bed up, I will. So this is what I'm saying, was like, it doesn't always have to be money. It's what we need to do to help each other to stay and help each other to get on our feet. Okay? So, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to end it. Talk to you again soon. And email me if you have questions. General questions. I make my money through travel and business consultation, so I can't give you all the free info, y'all. But anyway, I'll give you general information, and make sure you open your international banks, move your money, and pray. Seek the face of the uncreated Creator, the Most High, the Ahaya, the uncreated Creator, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the uncreated Most High Yah, Tatan Zombies, so Nini Nani. He has a lot of names, and pray and ask for guidance, and he'll bless you, and he'll lead and guide you into all truths, and lead and guide you where you need to be if it's on the continent, and he'll connect you with the right people. And yeah, so I'm going to end this live. I'll do another one soon. Take care. Blessings. Love you. Shalom. And all that great stuff. Talk to you see you in the next video, y'all. I'm trying to end this.